All right, we're going to get started here in just 1 second. Just as an FYI, I have a appliance repairman coming at some point today, and between 1 and 4 p.m.
Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep.
So I'm
That's
not
how they
sure
recruit new
exactly
members.
when he's going to show up.
What?
So I might
Without
have to
question.
Have you
either
heard any word
stop
about the other
midstream
provinces?
or be
I
right back for a
understand
little bit
Daedra worship has
until
become increasingly prevalent
I
in
get
the
that
Somerset Isle.
resolved.
The Altmer of powerful wizards. Could be a dangerous situation.
Good day.
Leave me alone.
Some of these NPCs really scream. Anyway, let's get started here. I am playing Paladin Snow. You can see here I've got some of the equipment for the Knights of the Nine, and that's what we're working on right now. Breton Race, Birth Sign the Lord. I am a custom class called Crusader, which is between a Paladin and a Cleric archetype. We're level 17. We've maxed out our Strength and Intelligence, and we're working on... I'm not really sure what I'm working on. Maybe Willpower and Endurance, something like that. I didn't realize it, but luck actually... No, it's either... Yeah, I think it's luck that actually affects all of your attributes in some strange way. I don't really fully understand. I need to research a little bit more into that. But anyway, there's my major skills. I think it's funny, I chose Sneak, which is very irrelevant to this class. I wasn't really thinking it through when I was originally creating Paladin Snow. But anyway, we are currently on Priory of the Nine. We found the helmet and the gloves. So let's go ahead and... We have the Gauntlets of the Crusader. I should continue to search for the relics that the Order of the Ghost Knights were questing for. I just found this one. I'm kind of curious why it is still open. See, I found the body. Sir Mel, who has perished centuries ago. Let's see here. Ah, I need to go back to the Priory of the Nine and inform them, I guess, of my finding. I don't know if I want to do that because I'm probably going to have to do it in between each one of my findings of the armor equipment. Let's see here. This is Nature's Fury, instructed to find the Shrine of Kinnereth. Great Forest, with the priests, about the boots of the Crusader. So that's the boots. This one is the shield. And this one is the mace. Undercroft of the Chapel. Let's do this one. I'll just be going to, looks like, the Chapel of Zenithar in Leywyn. Why don't we go ahead and try this one out real quick first. Huh. Okay. I don't think that quite updated the quest. For some reason. There we go. Path of the Righteous. Inspect. Activate quest. Open a map. There we go. That was weird. Apparently there's still a few bugs yet. Alright, here's Leywyn. This must be... I'm not really sure if that's in or out. That's going to show where I'm actually at, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull that map back up, and then we'll just fast travel down to Leywyn. And go to the Chapel of Zenithar. Oh, yeah, I'm inside a building. I cannot fast travel from here. So we will go outside first. Alright. I believe I did pick up a new ability on this last quest that I just did. I wonder if it's still... No, it just moved me over to Heal Minor Wounds. It was like some type of lay on hand spell that allowed me to cure the bloodline of that other Knights of the Nine relative. I forgot which knight that was. It's probably in the quest log. Yeah, Sir Commerce. However you pronounce that, I'm definitely butchering it. Anyway, let's get out of here, and then we'll go ahead and fast travel to where we need to be. All right. Now since we're outside, let's go ahead and go to the map, and we'll just go ahead and kind of come down here to Leywin and fast travel to the west gate for now. Then we'll just figure out where it is. I can't tell whether it's in the city or outside the city from where it's showing. Just to kind of give you a little bit of an update, whether I may or may not have time to talk about this later, depending on when this appliance technician is going to show up. I've been doing some progress on my here we are. Those bells are really loud, very interruptive. Anyway, I've been doing some work on my my prototype demo.
It's you. I've heard of you. You're the one restoring the Knights of the Nine, aren't you?
I am. I'll continue this conversation since I was interrupted in just a second here. But back to what I was saying, I've been doing some progress on some of my prototype demos. I have multiple stages I'm going to go through till I actually have my polished demo state that I actually want to use and polish for Afterborn. Excuse me. Anyway, I've made some pretty good progression on it and still not to a playable state. I was running through, mainly just my goal and agenda is to have like really just I'm focusing on like how to develop the questing processes, and it's a very similar concept to the creation kit, or if you're familiar with anything related to the Skyrim type engine tool sets. It has a staging process to where each stage you go through is advanced through a script function that bumps you into the next step of the questing process. And there are certain functions or things the player actually does that triggers those. So basically, I'm just kind of going through some different types of quests, and I'm through these each different stages of prototype demos, like micro challenges is what I'm calling them, that I'm going to produce and design. It's just kind of a stepping process till I get to a larger project that I'm wanting to do. Just kind of using them as a stepping stone progress to getting to the level I'd like to. So it's just a kind of a good motivational aspect to keep you on track, because doing big projects like this, or just anything in general as project-wise, look at aspects of little challenges to conquer. Conquer those little challenges, and then that little challenge, great, you accomplished that. Good, that's incentive that I've gotten here, I'm here. And then you look to those other steps that you have carved out to your larger goal, and you keep making those little micro challenges, baby steps, whatever you want to call them. It's kind of a progression to get to your much larger goal. That way, like, for instance, you have a dream, and it's like, for example, mine is to be a successful indie game developer. You have that huge main goal, and then here you are now, and it's like empty in between. Those micro steps is what builds those foundational steps to that dream of what you want to become, or what you want to do, or what you're creating. This is just kind of the process I'm going with my prototype. So I'll have multiple like prototype playable demos. They won't be super polished. There'll be staging processes where I'm going to be doing through multiple different quests in each of the builds that I'm going to create. I'll release these on itch.io for playable to the community, so that they can be able to give me feedback and play them. And this will be incentive in that fact, and just kind of showing what I'm working towards and like what I'm actually developing exactly. Anyway, yeah, I've just made some pretty good progress this week. Just mainly a simple quest. It's pretty simple. That's really where you need to start with most of the stuff designs that you do. Keep them simple and brief and short. And then once you develop around that aspect of workflow, that you grow a little more, and then a little more, and then a little more. Just because it's like you hear some people sometimes jump in the mix and be like, for example, I'm just giving this example. This can go with any kind of thing that somebody says they're going to do something big and huge related to like creation and stuff. But like, I want to create the next big MMO. And it's like, well, that's huge, because it really takes a massive development team to do something like that, because of so much content creation process goes into it. You need highly sophisticated and good professional engineers. You need good graphical engineers for mesh and rendering, sounds, and then you need network data infrastructures, that kind of stuff for MMOs specifically anyway. But I mean, just to show you, it's never good to just jump in at something big. Always start smaller. Most of my projects, like even my first game was Retro Range, which is actually a 3D game. I just never had the desire to create a 2D game. I understand the processes of it. I actually don't like it. If I was to do a 2D game, I'd use Godot. But since Godot's not a good, well, this is just my opinion basis, it's okay with 3D, but I feel like Unity is a more professional setting for 3D development games of what I'm developing. I feel like it's the best platform. On top of it being a professional platform, I can port it out to multiple different platforms very easily. That's really an opinion basis. Some people may argue that, but this is just what I feel like from a business perspective. I feel like Unity is a good platform to build off of. Anyway, let's get back in the game. I'm just rambling on here about my game project that I've been doing this week, and I'm just really excited about kind of some of the points that I've gotten to on it. And I will have some videos later down the road about it and kind of showing off it, and it'll be really close to when I'm actually releasing it to the public on itch.io, and I will announce it once I get to that point. Let's see here. Yes, I'm definitely just merely a servant of the Nine.
Such humility. I admire you. I am Caradus O'Holan. I originally came to this chapel in search of the Mace of Zenithar. I tried, but I could not pass the test. My faith was weak. Or perhaps Zenithar decided that it was not I who should carry the mace. He has found a use for me, however. The priests have asked me to stay to protect the chapel. After what happened in Anvil, they are afraid.
What can you tell me about the mace?
Legends say that when Pellinor Whitestrake was slain by the aliens, a messenger carried the mace to the human settlement of Leowin as a message. Centuries later, the master craftsman St. Calidus built the Chapel of Zenithar in Leowin as a tribute to the legend. When St. Calidus was laid to rest, those who prayed to Zenithar at his tomb began to receive visions of the mace of the Crusader.
Interesting. Anywho, I suppose we will go and try and receive that mace. I believe I'm supposed to go downstairs. Fun aspects of trying to follow your compass when it's oriented for a
What is it? Any news?
a 2D kind of a map platform. Doesn't really give you 3D concept of where you're going. Oh boy. Hello there. Ancient sacrifice dead. Interesting. Are you gonna attack me? Oh, yeah, there you go. I was wondering there for a second, because the first one didn't seem like it was gonna attack me at all. Ectoplasm, sure, I'll take that.
You smell of death.
It's not me. It must be the dead of in here, not me. Definitely not I. Schmack. More ectoplasm. You carrying something? No, just a skeleton. One thing I think I do actually need to do. I'm gonna do a quick save while I'm thinking about it. I need to, let's see here. What was I gonna do? Something related to the settings. Oh yeah, I think I was gonna adjust my difficulty settings. I'm trying to remember where that's at. Must be right here. Ah, it's on Apprentice. I think I might, oh, I forgot that the last update that they did, they changed the way the difficulty works. You can actually control both the enemy and the player combat damage which is actually a much better tactic, in my opinion, than its old. You crank up the difficulty, and then it's a ratio of the enemy does more damage, and then you do less the higher you crank it, and then vice versa if you turn it down. Just the damage done by the player to enemies while in combat. Might turn this up to Adept. And adjust the damage done by enemies to the players while in combat. I think I'm gonna bump this up to Adept. I could bump it up more because I'm not really getting hurt much. Let's try Journeyman for now, and if it's too much, then I'll turn it down, because I like to keep a pretty casual experience. Let's see here. I was thinking about turning something up on... It's definitely not shadows, not the illumination, not the post-processing. View distance. Let me check real quick what I actually was thinking about increasing. There was something I was wanting to pull up to medium. If you just bear with me 1 second. I'm playing on the Steam Deck, FYI, so I would love to crank it up, but it just does not run very well cranking all the way up. My opinion, I don't believe the Steam Deck is necessarily like how Steam says it's Steam Deck verified. Yeah, it does play. I mean, I'm playing it right now, but it takes a lot of tweaking. For the average user that's just going to jump in and hit the auto detect, it's, my opinion, it's just not efficient enough. It's the foliage I think I was going to turn to medium. And post-processing. Adjust the quality level visuals that are affected by post-processing effects. Why don't I try that at medium? And if I'm seeing too much of a performance dip, then I'll change it. The hair and cloth, these are really just textures. I don't really feel like they actually do much of an impact. But anyway, let's apply those changes and go ahead and keep playing here, and we'll see if that affects it too much. Give me 1 second. All right, go ahead and go back over to the system. We'll go ahead and do a fresh save while we're in the menu.
Been conjuring up dead things?
No, we're actually in a crypt. Mercenary, man-at-arms. Making some awfully strange comments. I'm assuming this is where I'm supposed to be. Ah, there's another one. Oh, wow, that made a huge difference. Let's see here. They're a little too spongy, in my opinion. Let's see here. Go back to those settings. Right here. Enemy combat damage. That's where they can do more damage to me. Player combat. Yeah, I think I like it. Well, I mean, I just felt like the dip was a little different than that. It's like you either hit him in 1 hit or in like 8. I'll leave it at Adept for the enemies and then Apprentice for my combat damage. Let's try that. Apply changes. And these are just simple, well, actually Sanctified Ancient Spectre. They're not just wraiths. Here we go. We got a marker now to look at. here we are. I'm gonna get healed up just a wee bit more. Oh wow, that was a little spontaneous there. I guess I've been teleported somewhere. Knelt before the shrine of St. Cilius in Leywen, found myself transported to some sort of dark void. I could see the Mesa of Zinthar off in the distance, but there seems to be nowhere to reach it. According to Sir Olivus, I must allow my faith in the Nine to guide me to the mace. All right, let's continue here. I'm surprised you actually came with me. Did not think that would happen. Oh wow, very Luminesque. I love it. All right, well, let's see here. There's a couple of different things that we can do. And I think, if I remember correctly, I think it's some kind of a, it's like a faith. This is, I think, kind of like an Easter egg to like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I'm just guessing. So there's probably some type of invisible path over here somewhere. I guess I just have to guess where it is. I'm just assuming. Go ahead and do a quick save here real quick. No, hold up here 1 second. Sorry about that. That was the appliance service tech. He'll be here in 30 minutes, so just FYI, I might have to either cut out early in about 30 minutes or so, or at least just throw up a B right back until I can get back to playing. Our washer went out, so it's unfortunate too, because we just got it in April. We're going through the warranty process. It's kind of a little on the annoying side, but I don't want to get off a track of my motto of being positive, so at least it's getting fixed today to kind of go back to the positive. But he's going to be here in about 30 minutes. I'm going to set an alarm real quick so that I can know about a time frame he's going to be here. So just give me one brief second, and we'll get back to trying to find this invisible path to the Mace of Zinthar, excuse me. Let's see here. All right. All right. Let's get back in here. And like I said, I think this is kind of a reference to Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I think this is going to be a walk of faith. I've already done a quick save. And let's see what happens when I walk over here. And I'm falling. Interesting. Okay, so it teleports me back. Stepped in the void trying to reach the Mace of Zinthar, but my feet met nothing but air, and I fell into the darkness. There must be a way to walk between the platforms to reach the mace. So there must be something maybe visually that we can see maybe the path. I see some floating lights. Those are stars off in the distance, though. Interesting. Might have to look this one up. It's been a while since I've done this. It would be nice just to use telekinesis to grab it, but I don't think that'll work. Bet if I just walk off any of these edges, there's not going to be a platform. Just trying to figure out what those little kind of white little dots are meaning. I don't know if they're references or not to a platform to jump on or what. I'm gonna look up on the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages to see what it says about this. Just bearing with me 1 second. It's been probably since like 2010 since I've actually played this quest line. Alright, we are on the pilgrimage. We've actually completed that one. That's part of the Knights of the Nine. This specific quest is Path of the Righteous. Alright, Path of the Righteous. Let's see here. Pray to Zinthar in the chapel under Coffin Leywin. Pass the challenge of Zinthar. Retrieve the mace. Alright. Upon praying to Zinthar at the St. Cadilla's tomb, you'll be transported to the dark dimension, seemingly with Undercloth. That's where we're at. Now you'll see the mace of Zinthar on it. We see that. After a few unsuccessful crossing attempts, you'll receive a quest update saying that maybe if you retrieve other relics, a solution will present itself. So you get a hint of what it might be when you ask to revolve us. Okay, so they will explain. Excuse me. It looks like I may need to get the Boots of the Crusader first before I can do this one. Nature's Fury is the Boots of the Crusader. So it looks like we're going to have to come back to this one. So it's based off of the equipment of the Knights of the Nine that you get until you're actually worthy. I guess the man-at-arms died on that one. That's humorous. That's very humorous. Yeah. Well, I can always get more of them. So we're gonna head out here to the where is it? Nature's Fury for the Boots of the Crusader. We're gonna go to Shrine of Kinnereth in the Great Forest. Oh, okay, that's not very far from the Imperial City. So we can just fast travel over to the inn and just walk from there, but let's get outside first. So we will have to come back for this one. All right. Gonna fast travel over here to the to Win. Actually, it's Way, I guess. And then we're gonna walk from there. And go see if we can find these Crusader boots. Because apparently you can't get them all at various times. Some of them require other items first. That's interesting. And I may even, according to the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages, have to have more than just the boots. Like, possibly. Almost seemed like it was kind of worded that way. Alright, let's go off this way. Looks like we have leveled up too. I need to do that sometime. Looks like there's a rat. Not sure exactly where it's taking me. Seems like I'm kind of like almost walking in the middle of nowhere. Also kind of want to, I'm wearing it's light armor, almost as if I'm walking kind of slow. Is this light or heavy? I'm trying to remember. I think it's supposed to be light. Oh, it's heavy. Interesting. I always thought I remember the Crusader's armor actually being light. That's good to know. It's all heavy. There's the gauntlets, which I've recently picked up. I'm gonna, just for sake of just being able to walk a wee bit faster, equip the Vest of Warding. Looks awfully goofy, but it does the job. And walk a little bit faster. It's where I could also just increase my speed attribute a little bit more, and then I could walk a little bit faster. That was a little bit of a stutter there. If I have that happening a little bit too repetitively, I may lower that foliage down again. Looks like we found the shrine.
All are welcome. What brings you to the altar of Kinnereth, my child?
Yeah, I think I may need to turn those graphical settings back down. Boots of the Crusader,
You would
of course.
seek the holy relic Kinnereth has bestowed upon the world. Then you must prove yourself worthy. Kinnereth's creations guard her relic, and you must pass the test before you may be granted the boots.
All right. Well, it looks like I got to take another test, so what's the test?
I cannot say what it will be, for I do not know. Kinnereth herself will decide in what manner you shall be tested. All I can do is direct you to the Grove of Trials, and remind you to heed Kinnereth's teachings. Fear and respect nature and all her creations.
I think it might be the post-processing that's dipping my frames down just a wee bit. So where's this grove?
Not far from here, to the west, nestled within the great forest, it is a place many would overlook. I warn you that it is unwise to take anyone with you. You should go there alone.
Will do. I will fear and respect nature. Which, of course, it's asking it as a question. So apparently, I'm assuming there's something like nature related, like animals or something. I'm supposed to leave alone.
Nature itself is Kinnereth's domain. All its creatures are her wards. You would do well to remember this when it comes time for your test.
Very well, I will take the test.
Then proceed directly to the grove, as your test has begun. Kinnereth may choose to guard you along the way. That is up to her. Good luck.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Let's go ahead and go to those graphical settings. If I don't crash here. There we go. For some reason it was locking out. I don't know if you could notice that or not. System. Let's go ahead and go to those graphical settings again real quick. If I can find them. Just go down to the foliage, turn that back down to low. And I believe it's a post-processing. I'll turn that back to low and apply changes. And let's go ahead and do a quick save while I'm here.
Good evening.
Any news?
Yeah, I
High
think that
mountain
makes...
ranges rise to the borders of the north and east,
a lot better
Marshes and
difference.
rainforest extend
All
to the
right.
southeast border.
So respect nature is our objective right now. Let's go ahead and equip the Mace of the Dynamo. Probably gonna get attacked by like a bear or something. Who knows? Maybe something nature related and then we're not supposed to destroy it. I'm assuming if I'm calling up from memory correctly. I've reached the Grove of Trials. I shall have to wait and see what Kinrith has in store for me. So we're just gonna wait here and see if anything happens. Already there is a bear, of course. All right. It's a growling dark black bear. We'll just use our reflect shield and see what happens. No. Oh, knocked me down. All right, so basically I've made no attempts to buck back. Cave has been revealed, and it would seem the Boots of Crusader are waiting inside. Oh, nice. So that was the test. I just had to take some hits. And stone door to Kinrith's Grotto. Ah, there we are. There are the boots right here. Boots of the Crusader. Have acquired the boots. Completed Sukan's quest by recovering the boots. Shall continue the search for the relics. Go ahead and do a save real quick since I just got the boots. I am kind of curious if I can actually, with the boots, I can actually complete that other quest where I have to walk that space to get the Mace of Zinthar. Only one way to find out. I could go ahead and activate that quest, run over there and try that real quick. I believe it's the Path of the Righteous. Go ahead and fast travel back on over there in Leyland. It's just at the Chapel of Zinthar. I still do need a rest at some point since I've leveled up. I'm kind of holding off with that for now since I'm kind of on a timeline. That appliance technician should be here within the next, like, less than 15 minutes. All right, let's go into Undercoft and see if we can equip those boots and actually complete this challenge of Leap of Faith, per se. All right, let's go to inventory. Equip the Crusader, gauntlets, and Merciful Touch added. Ah, that's for the gauntlets. Let's go to, where are the boots? Must have looked over them. There they are, Boots of the Crusader. Interesting, I forgot that each of the armors actually add a spell. Ah, now there's something. See? There we go. Now it looks like we can get the Mace of Zinthar. Woo! All right. Recovered the Mace of the Crusader. All right, recovered the mace. We should continue our search for relics. There are a few left, I believe, still. I have to go on our quest log and look to see which ones are still remaining. Lots of particle effects there. That's our old man-at-arms. We need to go to the Battlehorn Castle to pick up another one sometime soon. Oh, hello there. Apparently we've gotten, what's his name's attention. I forgot what the individual's name is. Is there more up here?
Show me what you've got.
Ah, yeah. Hello there. My goodness. I don't think I was actually hitting him. That's weird. Recovering the Mace of the Crusader, found minions of Umbrol. That's whose minions these are. They were defeated, and Laywin's chapel escaped desecration.
I can't believe it. We survived. By the grace of the Nine, we survived. In no small part to you, Sir Knight. By your will, and the will of the Nine, the Chapel of Zenithar has held against this blasphemer. Sir, I pledge you my sword. I wish to join you in your quest to restore the Knights of the Nine and defeat this Umaril.
I accept. Welcome to the Order, even though I did see you laying down on the job a little bit. That's all right.
I can only hope to match your bravery and valor. I am honored to serve by your side. Allow me to fetch more suitable equipment. I shall return shortly.
All right. Well, it looks like there was a casualty. Or two, unfortunately. All right, now that we've got that equipment, let's see what quests we have in line next. We got, the shield. Looks like we have the shield next to pick up on. Fort Bulwark, wherever that is. Awfully strange name. It's not very far from Laywin. There's a few locations we have that are fairly close to it. Might go over to the Double Cross and just walk from there. But I'm kind of curious if I have enough time to level up. I may just hold out. Because like I said, I'll have an appliance technician on the way to get our washer fixed. So he could be coming at any minute. Just gonna go over to either the Fighters Guild or the Mages Guild. Well, actually, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about leveling up just right now. I can, well, yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that. Go ahead and go to the Fighters Guild since it's right here. Find me a bed to fall into and get my level up. Still don't know which attributes I'm gonna focus on next for maximizing.
Yes, Master. You need me?
Probably should be.
Yes, Master.
One of them should definitely be
potion
endurance.
to cure skooma addiction.
I've heard he never leaves his laboratory. He certainly dedicated
Here we go.
to-
All right, let's go ahead and take an hour nap, and then we'll level up. All right, level 18. I thought I was max strength, but I'm not. I'm very close. I'm gonna go ahead and see. I'm gonna max this one out, this level up. Go ahead and get that maxed out. And we'll do some willpower and some endurance. Go ahead and put more in endurance, since I'm turning up the difficulty just a wee bit. And just to get a little, I've been kind of procrastinating on endurance. I should definitely have more than what I have. Anyway, that looks good to me. Confirm. Very simple leveling process. A lot more simplified than Skyrim, instead of like
Well met.
going through all the perks and building off of the perks. I like it. I love the perks on Skyrim. It's I actually like the combination of both perks and attributes, because it's very like references to, like, you know, Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder, if you're familiar with those kind of character styled sheet builds. That's one reason why I'm actually really looking forward to Oblivion, because it looks like Oblivion is going to kind of cross the Skyrim's feat system in with the attribute system. They've done some updates and show on that, I think, within the last year. I'm kind of curious to see more on that. But hopefully it'll be out before the end of this year, and I'm looking forward to that. All right, let's go ahead and fast travel over to the Double Cross, and then we'll walk on over to the, I believe it's some type of fort that we're going to, that is, the shield is supposed to be at. If I remember correctly, one of the knights was saying that that's, they basically fortified it in a stronghold to keep out of other people's hands. All right, let's make sure we're going to go the right direction. Go ahead, and I was thinking about equipping one of my other weapons. Yeah, Claymore the Dynamo. That'll be fun. Very swampy. Nern root. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Vardenfall in Morrowind. This, these marshlands of Cyrodiil. Ah, it must be over there. Yeah, Fort Bulwark. All right. Now, since we're here, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick save and a regular save, because it's very smart. In a game that's a little buggy.
Where did you go? Come out when I can see you.
Okay. Oh my. He didn't have very much health, I guess. Resist fire, 10%? Sure, I'll take that. Strong potion of health. I have a bunch of those. I'll take them anyway. I can stow them away later just in case I might need them. All right, I'm gonna do one quick save before we head in here. Then we're gonna go on inside. Looks like they don't have any more Knights of the Nine Guards like the original knight was talking about. I forgot which knight it was. So this is probably just gonna be occupied by who knows who. Looks like maybe wizards or conjurers or necromancers, maybe. Huh. Wonder why it sounds like it's raining in here. definitely does. That's obviously a bug. It should not be making raining noise on top of thunder inside. It just doesn't seem right. That's weird. All right, that's the doorbell that just rang. I'm gonna have to go ahead and go on. Be right. Uh, yeah. So I better get this, and this tech's gonna help me out here. Sorry about this interruption for today, but I'll be right back. Thank you. Sorry about that. Like I had already discussed, technician came in and got my appliance fixed, the washer. Just got to run a test load on it with like a couple shirts, and then test another load with just a traditional load to make sure everything works properly with the washer. It's really strange. This is a brand new washer. We just got it in April. Some kind of component on the pump went out. He said something related to a magnet or something. But anyway, got that fixed, and hopefully it stays fixed. Let's get back to playing some Oblivion Remaster. Let's see here. Back over here. And don't forget my headphones. Give me 1 second. All right, let's dive back in here. I think we're diving in the fort for the shield. Let's go ahead and get off this menu. And for some reason, it sounds like it's raining still. Kind of curious. I'm gonna load this quick save real quick, just in case there's some kind of audio bug pulling over that exterior sounds bringing into the dungeon. It's pretty loud, at least for me wearing these headset. You know, see, it's raining. Cannot wait. Let's go inside. I think it's supposed to be muffled, is my assumption. If that's the case. Yeah, it's still not muffled. Let's see. Cannot wait. Oh well. I was gonna wait the rain away, but I'm just gonna have to deal with the loud noises. That's pretty funny. I don't know if you can see this in the bottom right. It has a hand icon. For some reason it thinks I am pounding with some fists. I'm obviously not. Let's get some Winter's Grasp on here. See if we can find this shield. Oh, hello there. A Daedroth. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, it looks like there's somewhere up there we can cross a bridge somehow. Half a pound for 65 gold? Nah. Oh, hey, there's a chest over here. All right. Sure. I'll take some potions. Might be worth selling later. Let me check my inventory. Ah, okay. I was just making sure I had the knight's armor equipped. I might actually try to remember what the gauntlets do. They fortify restoration and resist disease. I think I want to put my Rushale's specials back on just because it does strength. It gives me 5 to it. This does fortify endurance by 9. And the armor, up a little bit further, does restoration, normal weapons resist, and fortify health. That's actually pretty decent. Hello there, Daedra. Nope. Conjurer. Surprised he took 2 hits. The door over here. Oh, hello there. That was a big surprise. Open the door and a Daedroth is just right there in your face. Another bridge. Wow. There must be some deals around here to activate somewhere. Wow, this bridge looks a little off place for the doors. They look a little too high. But I'm clearing it. I'm just looking at it from a development standpoint of view. It's always fun optimizing your meshes and models to make sure they match the player that's playing so that they don't have controller issues of navigating through them. Hello there. Have some Winter's Grasp. An Ebony Dagger. Staff of Thunderbolts. Oh, wow. That does 30 points of damage. On top of it, weakness to shock, 100%. That's pretty good. Granted, I don't really use staves very much with this character. That is a very nice staff. Paladin Snow prefers holding a sword or a mace in his hand. Rusty. We don't want Rusty. Conjurer's Note. Shield is here, we know this, and yet we have not found it. Ford's been cleansed, and yet it eludes us. No doubt was hidden from our eyes, such as ours, hidden with the intent to keep it from those who would learn its secrets. The gate to the lower levels no longer halts our progress. Make note, the candles along the walls, if you would pass through. The fort must be held at all costs if we are to succeed. Let none enter, leave no foe standing. So the gate at lower levels no longer halts our progress. Make a note of the candles along the walls. So there's something about candles along the walls in the lower passes. We might need to know that. Let's see here. Anything good in here? There's a ruby, lockpick, some soul gems, gold. I'll pass on the dagger. Go ahead and do a quick save real quick. And we'll carry on here. See if we can anyway. Looks like this is open somewhere else. I don't see a lever anywhere in here, or a lever, whatever you call it. Alright, well, I guess we're backtracking because let's go over here to the map. That was blocked. That's a dead end. Let's see here. All those passes are blocked that we want to get over toward our objective. That's unfortunate. We'll find a way over there. Guess we're gonna go this way. Looks like there's some stuff we haven't explored over here. That's where we came from to enter to the fort. You're very big and bulky and in the way. I guess we could drop down here. Actually, no, that's where we were earlier. So that won't progress us at all. There's the conjurer that we took out earlier. Nothing. Whoop. Interesting. Hello there. They walked into their own trap. Lots of potions. You know what? I'm actually going to look at my magic real quick. Let's see. Let's heal major wounds. I think I'm using it incorrectly, or is it really heal major wounds? Only 25 points? Really? That's 20 points for 2 seconds. Wow, and that costs even more, and it requires more. Sure does seem like it takes an awful lot of mana. Alright, let's carry on here. Distractions galore. Nothing useful. Alright, looks like we are below. That's actually where we were earlier. I thought I've already been down here, but I guess not. Let's see if we can find anything useful. Mainly getting across those bridges that are keeping us from going across. Huh? Hello there. Have a little Winter's Grasp. More potions. Blade of Turning. I actually have one of these outfits, but it's actually, I think, higher percent than that. But I will take it because it's worth 3,300 gold. I don't really want to look at you naked. That's pretty nasty. Alright. But I needed your clothing because that was very expensive. Alright. See if you'll get rid of that hand. Yeah, there we go. Now I can see my enchantment value variable. Common soul gem. Oh. Should have just took all at that point. Let's see here. Crumpled piece of paper. Another crumpled piece of paper. Don't really need that. Let's go back to the map. Let's see where we are. Let's see here. It looks like we're at a dead end, unfortunately. Oh boy. They were pretty much trying to dig through all this stuff. That's kind of humorous. It's like some kind of a particle effect is stuck floating in the air. That's pretty humorous. Anywho, another dead end over here. Going nowhere. Well, see, this is where it would be really handy to have levitation. Like, that's kind of a bummer that they kind of got rid of it. But I understand for some of their scope reasons of challenge for level navigation, that's probably why they got rid of it. But lore reasons, my opinion, why would mages forget about levitation? That's obviously a very essential skill and useful in very, very many different circumstances. Ow. Let's see. There's gotta be something that we can get across these bridges with that I must be missing. They're not very good at communicating, and whatever I'm missing. Yes, I know the drawbridge is lowered remotely. It looks like there's a lever right there. But how do I get over there is my question. I've pretty much gone everywhere I can in this dungeon. This area I couldn't go past because it was blocked. Maybe there is something over here that actually unlocks that area. Gotta be something. There's nothing here. There must be some kind of a challenge here. Found Fort Roy, I need to get inside and find the shield. That's all it says. Interesting. Doesn't really help very much. Just wondering what those things up there were. They look a little bit out of place. They must have dug this corridor. Garbage. Some iron boots. More random equipment. I don't see any levers or anything of any use. Might have to go to the USP unofficial Elder Scrolls pages again, because I am not seeing anything. And I'm not going to cheat and use TCL. Or is it TLC? I forgot what it is. Anyway, all right. Let me look this quest up on the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages real quick here. See what I can find for Wisdom of the Ages. Excuse me. Wisdom of the Ages? No. That's the ESO. I want Oblivion. For work. Solve 3 puzzles to gain access to the innermost room. Oh boy. All right, that note I read earlier. The gate to the lower level no longer halts our progress. Make note of the candles along the walls. If you would pass through second, there's a handle on the floor nearby. Turn it to make the gate just around the corner raise. So this is the northwest section of the fort. Let's see here. This is where I found the note, I believe. Definitely don't think it's in here. I'm wondering if it's in here. Wow, I'm just like, I'm reading on the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages and I don't even know where it's talking about. I haven't read, it's like talking about tiles and candles. I don't remember seeing any tiles that stood out. Is it talking about this hallway? I don't know. Really weird. I don't know why it's so confusing. This way I can't go because it's blocked because that's above. And I am so confused. I do not know where these references are of candles. I don't know if it's talking about on the wall. This is one of the biggest problems I feel like of some of the old Bethesda games. I feel like they've never really been good at developing puzzles efficiently for the player to figure them out. I feel like this is a very, very poor case of Deliverance. I'm just absolutely clueless. Especially since it's not giving me anything in the quest log of like advice or anything. Like that I'm supposed to be doing puzzles right now. I'm basically just barricaded by doors from advancing in this level. That's just a trap. Bunch of junk. Man, I am so clueless. These are just going to be corridors that they're hollowing out. Man, I'm gonna have to do something to figure out what I'm supposed to do here. I'm just walking around in circles, not getting anywhere. so clueless. Actually, a little bit irritating. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to figure out something, because the unofficial Elder Scrolls, it's helping, but at the same time, I don't feel like it is. Because I just don't understand what it's trying to tell me to do. It's also just all text. Man, I'm so clueless on this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be doing a walkthrough here, and here I'm struggling to remember how to even do this quest. It's not simple. Like, this is very different design than most traditional level designs with this Knights of the Nine DLC. Let's see here. Wisdom of the Ages. Sorry, I'm still looking up how to get through this. Well, I'm a doofus just looking right past. I don't know why I didn't see this. That should hopefully get us moving a little bit here. Man, I wish that would have pointed out. I don't know why I was looking past that. Now I should be able to progress pretty easily. I would recommend, at least from a design standing point, a good level designing aspect. See, this one's actually in light, the other one wasn't. Always lighting an area where you need a player to look at something. That kind of focus really, really helps the player to be able to distinguish what the creator's trying to communicate. But that should actually get us across where we need to go. It's kind of funny that these mages were really close to the objective and yet they weren't able to do that. But now since we've done that, we're going to walk back over here and cross the bridge. And see what's over here, finally. Don't know why, I was not able to see that for some reason. I had to look on some tutorials to figure out what's going on. But now this part is where the tiles come in. I believe I'm supposed to, let's see here. I want to make sure I do it correctly. So, according to how many candles are there, we're supposed to go to the coordinated tile. So, for each row, notice which side of the candles are located in, how many different candles there are. Start from the side with the candles and count across the same number of tiles as there are candles. Step on that tile and proceed to the next row. In other words, walk over the tiles in the following order. So I will start here. There's a candle here. I'll walk over this one. This very much seems very familiar to some of Starfield's traps. So you can see where they got the inspiration from this. It's kind of interesting, kind of funny. Sorry about that, not my microphone. But anyway, there's two candles here, so it's the middle tile. And we got to start from where the candles are. So, candles here are 3, so that should be all the way over here to the right. All right. And I don't know what those candles there are for. There's one right there, so it should be all the way over here to the far left. Now that one is deceptive, and I think they did that on purpose. There we go. Now we stepped on the right order. And we can continue on. I love puzzles, but if puzzles are, well, I feel like the lever was my most frustrating part, where that was more of my fault for not being able to see it. Just a recommendation. If you are using, for example, like in Unity, if you're doing that, or even in Unreal, just get you a light probe, throw it over the top of that, and who cares if it's not, you know, realistic lighting. It's just, the point is to deliver the communication to the players so that they know what they're looking for. Don't look like there's anything in interest in there. Let's see here. Looks like a bunch. Ah, there's a random person.
Open the gate, please. I must get out of here.
Well, who are you? I can't even talk to him.
Where are you?
Thank you for rescuing me. I've lost track of how long they've held me here.
Who are you?
I am Sir Thedred. I came here seeking the shield of the Crusader and was ambushed by these cowards. They've held me here since.
That's strange as they held you here and not just... because according to their letter, they said that they would destroy. And they were trying to kill me, obviously. They weren't going to throw me in prison. What are you doing here?
I've been held prisoner by these scoundrels for the longest time. They want to know how to reach the shield, and believed I would help them. When I refused, they locked me here, and only let me out to torture me. They got nothing from me.
It's obvious they were trying to get more information out of you. That's why they're holding you. Can you help me?
I can't go with you if that's what you mean. I'm too weak. I need to rest. Once I have my strength, I will certainly join your cause. You'll have to go on alone. But the knowledge I've gained may be of use to you.
What do you know?
Before finding this place, I learned a bit about those who created it. It's designed to keep the shield hidden and safe. A phrase kept coming up in the writings I found. When the eyes of the Guardians are upon you, Julianos will show you favor. I'm not sure how, but I just know it's a clue for making it safely through these ruins. You're the only one I've told. I hope it helps you. I must get out of this pit and get myself some rest. We'll meet again. Don't worry.
Excuse me. We'll be seeing you, I suppose, then. All right, well, let's go ahead and continue onward.
To arms! To arms!
To arms? What? Where you going, buddy? Wizards tend to run a lot, which makes sense. They're a little squishy. Got anything good in here? Being a little sneaky there. Coming from the original Oblivion to this one, combat is much, much better. I forgot that the old Oblivion is really hack slashy with melee. Very, very, very hack slashy. Like a bunch of junk. I guess we'll carry on here. Go ahead and while I'm thinking about it, do a quick save, because it's very smart to do that. Take that potion off your hands.
What's that?
What's that? It's me. That's what it is. Have some wizard's fury. Anyone else want some more? Someone's
Fall before me, Breton!
Ah, call me by my race.
I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Man, that was a point-blank wizard's fury. An ebony dagger. Sure, I'll take that. They are worth quite a bit of gold. Oh no, I'm over encumbered. Oh. That's the unfortunate thing of, I feel like their implementation of weights are kind of crappy. Because in real life, who wants to swing around a 50-pound claymore or a 38-pound one-handed mace? I mean, that's just not realistic. I mean, really, you would want them to be less than like 8 pounds. I think at the most, maybe like the ideal would be like 6 or 4 pounds. The lighter it is, a lot less fatigued you're going to be when you are using them in combat. So let's kind of see what we need to get rid of here. Kind of looking over my equipment. I think, let's see here. Got 2 of these ebony daggers. Mace of the Overlord. It's actually really not even worth that much, but it's a ton of weight. I'm getting rid of that. That'll put me where I need to be. All right, now let's continue on. There's a chest over here. And Paladin Snow is terrible at opening locks. I don't think he can even open hard yet. He uses spell casting to open him. He can do, I think, very easy and easy right now is about all we can do. Let's get back to the map. Looks like we have not gone anywhere over here yet. Looks like a bunch of useless rubbish. Let's carry on. Nothing useful over there. All right. Another trap I must have passed back there. Not really sure, to be honest, where that trap's going off from. All right, we got a couple more drawbridges. And maybe this'll get me where I need to go. Interesting. That is really loud. It was underneath some kind of a sequence of firing, so once you figured out its pattern, it's pretty easy to walk across. All right, statues in the middle of the room. Oh, there's some conjurers. Hello there.
Who's there?
Hello. Have a little frost on the face. Another ebony dagger. I will take that off your hands. And your potions. You don't need that staff either. Might be worthy of selling. All right, let's see here. More potions. Looks like they were trying to figure out how to get the shield from here. Let's see what happens when I stand here. Nothing? Okay. Looks like we got some levers here. Does it do something? Looks like it's turning the statue. I'm assuming... I wonder if it only turns one direction. Let's see how many directions it actually has. Because I'm assuming it needs to face the statue, is my assumption. We'll find out. All right, there's got to be another one here. Here we go. Put away my two-hander since we're doing a puzzle. There we go. See what this one does. Okay, so they are all pretty much... This one looks a little different than the other ones. I wonder why. There we go. Let's see. They're all pointing toward the statue. Do I need to stand on this? Is there a lever on you, buddy? Alright. Gonna go to the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages. The Guardians, I believe. That's what we're on next. Are we not? Give me 1 second. Ah, see, that was my next guess. I was thinking maybe instead of the statues facing him, they all need to be facing the center. So this one needs to come center, and this one. You don't really look like you're quite looking toward the center. This is, it's not the worst way to design a quest, per se. Puzzle, excuse me. It's definitely not the best deliverance. But it's not overcomplicated, which is great. So let's see what it's done next. There might be a passage somewhere over here, maybe? Ah, yes. This doorway over here is open now. So we can go this way, and I bet you the shield is here, over here somewhere. Let's see. Is that an unlit torch? Interesting. I wonder if I can light that with fire. I'm very curious. Well, it's Wizard's Fury's kind of a combination of frost and fire, so I don't know if that would actually work, unfortunately. Oh well. Let's go ahead and while I'm thinking about it, I need to recharge my claymore. So let's click on this soul gem, and it doesn't really give very much. I'll go ahead and put it on the mace. Go ahead and put this one on the mace as well. Just got a grand. It's empty. This one's got something in it. All right, that'll refill it. That's perfect. I wonder how much value is actually in this soul gem. Because it might actually be too much for this. Wow, 150. Yeah, these are terrible. These are for like selling, basically. Here's a grater. Maybe a grater's plenty. Hardly any. They must have a smaller soul in it, unfortunately. I wish there was some way I could tell that these, what are in these souls. Let's just use one of the greater ones to fill it up. I know the lesser ones would take way too long. There should be a better way of delivering this. Should be able to just open it up like the enchanting in Skyrim, where you can just sit there and recharge and stuff like that. Oh. Because each time I use one, it closes the menu out. It's a little inconvenient. I'm sure somebody will fix that. Anywho, let's carry on here. Check the map. Gotta venture some more in here. Guess we're not quite to the shield yet. Looks like we might have another test or puzzle. Or maybe this is it. Interesting, those statues are facing the wall. I find that a little strange. found some sort of puzzle or trap deep inside Fort Bulwark. I need to figure out what it means in order to acquire the Shield of the Crusader. So there's a pressure plate here, and there's a chest, and it's empty. Ah, so let's see here. Statues are facing away, and it looks like there's chests in front of them. Whoop. Didn't do anything. Let's see. Empty. That's interesting. There's quite a few of them, too. Should have dug some more on those notes on those sorcerers or conjurers back there, and they might have had some more hints on this. So apparently I'm supposed to put some kind of equipment in them. So I'll need to figure out what it means in order to acquire the Shield of the Crusader. In other words, there are no clues around. Ah, so that's why I didn't find anything, because the conjurers haven't gotten to this place yet. There are 8 guardian stones, statues. Each can be activated. They do nothing in front. They have an empty stone chest. When you stand on the pressure plate, you'll notice one of the statue lights up and an item appears. Which one's lighting up? I'm standing on it, and I don't see anything lighting up. Maybe it's because I stepped on it earlier and didn't notice. Empty, 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 empty. I don't think I'm quite understanding here. That's empty. They're all facing the wall still. I don't see anybody lighting up. Unless it's him, because I can't see behind this right there. Rodgar's helm. Ah, here we go. I'll take that. Ah, and I am stuck. The door just closed because I have activated. Ah, that one, it looks like an Illudian stone. I do not have that yet. And I've already taken the equipment in this. That will probably disappear after I reactivate this plate. Or it'll stay there because I do not have the shield. Well, actually, excuse me, the stone. But I could do a little cheat sheet and just follow what's on the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages. And that's terrible. It gives me the same reference. If I was to do this all on my own, this would take forever. My goodness. Are you gonna reactivate, activate, what? Is there anything in it? Nope. All right, let's go ahead and drop off the helmet here. If I can find it. All right. Very confusing. I figured it would be in my armor. Maybe it's not equipable. Just trying to remember if there's a search function, but I'm not seeing it. That's very strange. remember picking up that helmet, and I am not seeing it at all. There's a Mithril helmet, which I do remember having, but I don't see anything else. Why is it not in my inventory? Is it that it? No, the Boots of the Crusader. I don't remember this being this difficult when I originally played it. I think it's been, I only think I've actually played this through once. And it's been a long time. An unfortunate thing, I looked it up too in the Steam achievements. You don't even get an achievement for doing this DLC quest line. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. It keeps showing the same one. Wow. I need more items to finish this, so why is it not even showing that I even picked it up? I'm really frustrated. Helm of the Crusader, Helm of the Drowned, that's obviously not it. They're actually called Rodgar's equipment, so it starts with an R. It should be like right around here in the R somewhere, but I do not see it at all. Let's go to all equipment, look for the R's. There's Rage, Recipe Repair Hammers, which I have not done in a while. There it is, Rodgar's helmet. Apparently it is a non-equipable item. That's not very convenient. Let's go ahead and transfer. Let's go to the R's, where Rodgar's helm is. And equip it here. All right, now let's see if it's gonna give me something else. Ah, Rodgar's skull, I will take that. And that looks like a goblet from here. And I do not have a goblet, but I do know where to put the skull. Let's put it here. Let's go ahead and transfer it over. Look for Rodgar's skull right here in the R's. Equip it. Let's get the next item. Rodgar's hammer. I will take that. Let's see if it gives us any more clues. There's a book over there, it looks like. Let's see where the hammer goes. It will go right next to you, book. This would take forever if I was to find out each of the variables, like hitting that plate on and off constantly. But it almost felt like it wasn't even showing me new variables. It was just keep giving me the same one because it kept lighting up that. And it's like, well, I don't have the item for it. And it wasn't giving me more items. Rodgar's gem. So let's go put the gem. There's the goblet again. That's useless information because you just showed me that one. That's very poor deliverance. It feels way too random for the player to be able to figure this puzzle out. And this is where you're gonna go. Let's find you, Rodgar's gem. Gotta look for the R's. There we go, Rodgar's gem. All right, let's find the next item. Rodgar's stone. Oh, we definitely know where this is. It goes right there, doesn't it? Because we've seen that so many times. Oh, look, it's showing the book again. Wow. I guess you're just supposed to assume the locations that it doesn't show, that you're just supposed to figure out what's there, because it keeps showing me multiple things, places, like for example the book. It showed me the second time, and it showed this one like 3 or 4 times, which I just now got. It's very poor deliverance. I think it's a more of a neat idea in like Pathfinder to do something like this, but you need to deliver it a little bit more efficiently. I'm just talking out loud here. I'm talking a bunch talk, and really game development is a lot more complicated than I'm portraying it as. Hey look, here's the goblet. I finally got the goblet. You know where the goblet goes? It goes right here, doesn't it? Oh, look, it gave me a new option. There's a sword, and I believe the goblet goes right next to the sword. Yep. Uh-huh. All right, let's find you, Rodgard's goblet. You go in there. Let's get the next item. Oh, Rodgard's book. Oh, we know where this one is now. Let's see. It's definitely right there because it's shown it to me multiple times, and it's still showing the sword. So let's go ahead and put the book there. All right, Rodgard's book. And let's see the next item. Rodgard's sword. We know where that one goes. It goes right there because we've seen it twice now. All right. Let's transfer it over in there. Rodgard's sword. All right. It looks like we got all the items in. All of them are facing outwards. And that one is still working its way around, but I've opened it. And there is nothing else in this. So let's carry on here and see what's in this next chamber. And hopefully it's the shield. And no more traps. I'm pretty sure it's a shield. All right, here we go. Yes. And it looks like there's some potions of insight. And here's the Shield of the Crusader. This is, I believe, our last one to acquire. Recovered the Shield of the Crusader. I've accomplished Henrik's quest by recovering the shield. I should return to the Priory and find out if there's any news reminding of the 2 relics. Okay, I believe there are some still that I need to look for that I actually haven't had quests for. Like, for example, I found the mace, but I don't actually have the sword. And there may be some other items I'm not recalling offhand. But anyway, let's go over here, and since I'm over encumbered, I'm going to re-equip my Lightfoot boots so I can have a little bit higher carrying weight, and I won't be overweight anymore. And let's see, come back over here and look at this stuff. Greater Restore Intelligence. Cool, I'll take that. Insight, Sorcery, Willpower, Sorcery. There's some weights. Willpower, Intelligence. Bunch of random gold pieces. I'll just leave it there. That's a little tedious. I will leave it as a dedication to the shield. And now, well, there's actually some passageways here to the left and right. Did they actually level design a way out? Oh my. This must be some prerequisites to what they started doing in Skyrim. I would hope anyway. Let's see. And it is a door. Let's see where it goes. Back to Fort Bulwark. Hopefully almost to the front door. That would be most ideal so I don't have to backtrack so much. Because that is what Oblivion is notorious for doing, is the level design. You just never have a roundabout way that gets you back to the front of the chamber or just an exit to get it to the exterior part of excuse me. Excuse me. The exterior of your dungeon environment you're in. It's nice to have that quick exit, not have to backtrack a bunch of areas that you've come through. So that's that area that's backtracking me right back to the beginning. So I just got right here. This is obviously, like I said, prerequisites to what they started doing level design wise for Skyrim, which is an excellent level design process that you should implement, unless you re-implement something like Mark and Recall, which teleport. That is very, very handy for players just to be able to recall outside to another location. Granted, I kind of understand why they probably got rid of it, because they had their own design reasons for it, which I don't agree with it. I love it. It's very nostalgic to like Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder. It's kind of handy in certain circumstantial scenarios. I really should probably go back to Battlehorn Castle and wonder if there's stuff in here. I definitely want to keep Mace of Crusader. It's got 12 points of fire damage for 2 seconds. Turn undead on 14 for 5 seconds to level 14. That's actually 13 versus this is 15 and 11. Mace Crusader, I think, is definitely a little bit stronger, I think, than the mace that I'm currently using. I think I will, let's see here. Let's go ahead and look at the shortcuts. And I think I am going to put this over my Mace of the Dynamo and use this as a replacement. Let's see here. Staff of Thunderbolts. That's actually really nice. That might come in handy for just spamming outside of my own magic pool. I may not use it for this character though, so I might just hang on to it just because of, hey, that's great, and maybe a scenario I might use it. But I really need to just kind of get rid of some of this junk. That's not very good. That'd be good for selling. Let's see here. I need to hang on to all the Knights of the Nine equipment for the main quest that I'm doing. These are for collector values. I can enchant them and do something with them later. That's probably something I should go ahead and head over to the Battlehorn Castle and deposit it. I was just looking at this and it surprised me that there's Reflect on the Shield of the Crusader. And I think that's actually higher than Valdemar's shield. Is it? Oh yeah, it is. I've been using that since the main campaign, which I have completed, the Oblivion Crisis. It's been resolved, and this is, I believe, a shield you get in that quest line. And I think I am going to swap that out with this one. This one is, whoops, let me undo my mistake there, put that back on. Let's get the favorites off. Hide the shortcuts, go back over here, get the Knights of, no, not that one. It's not Shield of the Crusader. 16 Reflect. That is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I think this shield too actually looks a little bit better than this one. I don't know, we'll see. I'm talking about like from the first person perspective. This one's kind of bulky, kind of hides a little bit of your vision from what's around you. But let's see here. Water breathing. Oh yeah, I thought that might be handy. It is kind of heavy for just carrying for basic equipment. I do have a bunch of other potions and stuff I should probably get rid of. But let's go ahead and head on over to the Battlehorn Castle, which I've just been stowing away a lot of my equipment, just collectibles more than anything. It's not really, I haven't really bought anything for it. It's just a place of dumping equipment. Really is what I've gotten to. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to get to the point where I'm going to buy a ton of stuff for the player homes. I think I'm going to focus mostly on a lot of the faction line quests. And I'm just so kind of factoring that Knights of the Nine is kind of one of them. Even though despite no Steam achievements. That's kind of what I'm focusing on, the Oblivion Remaster. Because if you're familiar with the Oblivion Game of the Year edition, it does not have any Steam achievements. They never did them, so it's unfortunate. So it's kind of fun to actually go back with my favorite game and actually be able to make achievements for one of my favorite games. It's actually...
By Azura, by Azura, by Azura! It's the Grand Champion! I can't believe it's you standing here next to me.
Hello, adoring fan. By the way, I'm stowing him away here, debating whether I actually want to bring him along or not. All right, let's get rid of some of this equipment. I don't need most of these arrows. I just need some basic stuff just in case I might need to use it for some kind of scenario. I'll just have a handful of arrows. I keep the Silver Claymore just in case I might need to use it for other scenarios. It's granite. I hate that it's 32 pounds. I may even just go ahead and... I think I'm finally gonna... Yeah. I'll use that extra 32 pounds. I really hate how much they... I'm gonna stow this away for now. Actually, it's only 10. I'll just hang on to that. Wow, that's 18 pounds. I could use that extra weight. I think what I'll do instead, I'll use the... Since I don't really use archery at all, if I need to use range and use an item, I'll use that. Who cares if I need the sneak bonus or not? This is not a sneak-based character. He is a paladin and a cleric at the same time. So he is technically what I call a crusader. He's kind of a cross between a cleric and a paladin. Let's see here. Need to hang on to that ring. Stalwart Curious. Trying to remember what the Knights of the Nine Crusader armor does. Fortify Restoration, resist normal weapons, fortify health. I think I will go ahead and just use that one over this one. Even though that one does 9 points of attribution for endurance. I don't remember whether actually increasing the actual health points is more or actually the actual attribute. I'm not worried about doing research on it, but this is stuff I want to hang on to. I'll hang on to this Best of Warding just for bumping up speed and having a little bit of armor if I need that for that case. I'm gonna go ahead and stow away this mithril armor, this Knights of the Nine equipment. I'm gonna hang on to the Helm of the Drowned. Never know when I might come in handy for something like that. Fortify Athletics. Could probably sell that and the willpower. Mind and Body. I have that one equipped along with the Shield Ring, which really bumps up my defense a lot. Gonna go ahead and drop off this Nern Root. Hang on to that for the quest if I decide to do it later. And let's see here if there's anything else I need to drop off. Just gonna do a quick little glance in the miscellaneous. Yeah, let's get rid of about 5 of these. And the weight is 394. Much better. I'm gonna go sell some stuff now. Let's go ahead and do a quick save real quick. And we're gonna go say bye to the Doreen fan. Goodbye. I could pick up another battle henchman, but if I don't see one just on my way outside here in this corridor, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm not gonna worry about searching for one. Spent about 5 minutes one time trying to find one. It's those schedule-based walking systems that they've integrated and really kind of play with in Oblivion. I believe Majora's Mask is the superior to all of the time-based systems that I've ever played. Haven't played very many, but...
Yes, sir.
Yes, you need to come with me. Come on.
Certainly.
All right, let's go. All right. Well, don't know why I did that. Go ahead and just do the quick saves while I was there. Go ahead and go over to the map. Let's go to the Imperial Market District. We're going to go over here and sell some stuff real quick. And then we will head over to the Priory Knights of the Nine so we can deliver the news of the artifacts that we've found. And we can progress in the Knights of the Nine. All right. And it's nighttime, so we will have to wait. I'm just going to stand here for a couple hours and then do some shopping. It's so devious. I keep wanting to click these arrows to move around the hours, and you got to click and drag. It's kind of silly. All right, looks like everybody's out and about, and I bet y'all will be able to go in here. I'm gonna go over to the Fighting Chance first to sell
The Oblivion crisis has ended. Martin Septim gave his own life.
Yes, he did. And I watched it. As an FYI, I have completed the main campaign, of course.
A pleasure to speak with.
Hold up one second.
Take care.
I'm going to do what I usually do. I'm going to go ahead and equip my persuasion vendor selling equipment. I'm just trying to look over and remember if any of this Crusader... Oh yeah, the helmet does personality. That's very nice. I will stack that with my Gilded Tongues. On top of, I believe I have an amulet that does personality. Somewhere. There's Sea Walking Athletics. There we go. It's the Amulet of Interrogation, which I got in the Fighters Guild. I'm going to equip that. Go over to my magic. And use the Beguiling Touch.
You were Martin's friend, weren't you?
I was. Let's do some
Have
shopping.
a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
I'm sure there's something here for you as well in my inventory. All right, we're at 62. Let's see if we can bump it up to 64 and she'll buy from that. Let's try and sell one of these ebony daggers. Yes.
You've got to be kidding.
No, she didn't like 64, so let's try 3. Let's try 1. And she liked that. So we'll go ahead and sell everything else at that percentage.
You've made a good...
Let's get rid of this Staff of Fire. Spellbinder Greaves. I think I'm going to hang on to that. I'm not currently using it. I think I actually am using it. It's just my current outfit is overlapping it. All right, I guess that's all I had to sell to you, so
Come
we're gonna...
back and see me again.
I will. I've been selling to you for a while and buying. Let's, I think I have some jewelry and some alchemy ingredients and potions to get rid of. So
How
let's,
are you? Great. Have you?
let's head over to a shop that will buy that stuff.
Read the latest Black.
I could just go one of these general goods stores. They're just convenient because you can go straight there, but sometimes I feel
Yes?
like you can sell more for some of these more direct places. Let's see here. The Best Defense and the Gilded Carafe. I'm probably butchering that, but to me it's still just, it sounds like a coffee shop to me when it's really not, obviously. Hello there.
I have everything for the...
I know, you do.
Let's do business.
Yeah, let's bump you up at least 1% and see if you'll actually take it. All right, ectoplasm. Continue, yes. And you do. Let's try 1 more percent and then go from there. Frost salts?
You're trying to drive me out of business.
No, only 1%. Okay. Yeah, mercantile mastery increased. Let's see. You can now buy and sell any object to any vendor, even if they normally do not deal in that type of wares. Merchants may all offer even better items. Oh, cool. Wonderful. So now basically I can sell anything to any vendor shop. I had forgotten. I don't remember if that actually worked that way in Oblivion, the original. But that's useful. So I can sell her anything now. Any vendor. That's wonderful. I like that. A lot more handy. All right, let's see. Want those. Probably only need really one of these. Yes. Insight. What does this even do? Store intelligence. I don't really need them.
You
don't really need these either. They're much lesser health potions.
Good customer.
Just getting rid of some of these other random potions that I don't really think I need. lot of different stuff. Oh, that's reflection. Wow, I'll hang on to that.
A good price for a good customer. That's more than I'd usually pay. That's a good deal.
I'm gonna sell about half of these. I got a bunch, and they just keep kind of piling up.
An excellent bargain.
Get rid of these. I don't need these lesser sorcery potions. Don't really think I'm gonna need invisibility. I'm keeping them just in case of a weird scenario. All right, let's, since we're already here, let's go ahead and sell you this ring. How about that? Yes. Well, maybe I can still sell it more for going to one of those other vendors since I'm already planning on doing that. But I might start picking a exclusive vendor and then selling to them, and then maybe I can actually maximize my sales to them. Let's go over here to the Divine Elegance. And we will sell to you.
Good day.
Bartering.
I would love to put you in some of my fine garments.
Ebony ring. I'll go ahead and get rid of that. Gold amulet.
You drive.
Gold ring.
A good.
Jeweled amulet. Fire resist linens. I don't think I'll hang on to those. I don't see a reason. That might be useful for circumstances. And I think I'm pretty much good on the selling aspect.
Bye.
Let's go ahead and get our normal equipment back equipped. Well, I'll get the Crusader equipped back. Let's see here if I can find the Spell Drinker and got the Mind and Body still equipped and the Shield Ring. Okay, yeah, it's just the amulet that I needed to update. Yeah, and I need the Spellbinder Greaves. Gotta wear some britches, bro. Go ahead and do a quick save here real quick since we did some progress on vendor sales. Getting that stuff sold. Just building up that gold for who knows what, because it's easy to build wealth in this game, and then you just don't know what to do with it unless you just find ways of just blowing money. Usually it's just upgrading your homes and stuff, which I'm not going to focus on. All right, let's carry on here. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose and get me a little drink. Let's go over to the Priory of the Nine. I think, can I travel from here? I think I'm outside. I forgot. Yeah, I'm outside. Okay. It's kind of funny. The fast traveling is like a replacement of the teleportation, but it kind of comes back with drawbacks where it's like sometimes like scenarios it's nice to teleport because like situational things like in Pathfinder or D&D, it's like you don't always want to not have that option, especially if you're a wizard. It's like you want to get out of a hairy situation, you can teleport out. Well, you could do that in Morrowind, but now you can't. And it didn't matter where you were, you could teleport out, except for, of course, in-game, if you've played the main campaign for Morrowind.
Sir Knight, thank Arche you are back. I have terrible news. Sir Roderick, I think he's dead.
Okay. I don't remember who that is. Who is it?
My master. We met you on the Pilgrim's Way. Back then, I thought for sure the gods had chosen him for a holy purpose.
What happened?
At first, things were going well. He prayed at all the shrines and received a vision, a disturbing vision. The shade of Sir Beric spoke to me was all he said. We must put him to rest. We traveled back and forth across Colovia. He was always asking about an old noble family, the Vlindrels. Finally, he found what he was looking for. We went to Underpaw Cave, and there he fell.
Well, what was he looking for?
He said that Sir Barrick's tomb was in Underpaw Cave, which is no cave, but some kind of buried keep. He had learned that Sir Barrick had once been a questing knight, like us. He had found the greaves and sword of the Crusader, but then turned to evil. Sir Roderick hoped to find the relics within Sir Barrick's tomb, and he did. But we also found a terrible guardian, the wraith of Lord Vlindrel, Sir Barrick.
You know where the relics are?
Yes, my lord. And I brought you. Sir Roderick shouted for me to take them. The greaves, the holy relic, they're yours.
Oh, I guess the greaves are really easy to get, but the sword is important, so what happened to it?
The wraith. It used it against Sir Roderick. I don't know how that evil thing could use the holy weapon, but it did. It screamed as it struck.
You were telling me about the sword?
I'm sorry. I've already failed Sir Roderick once. I don't want to fail him again. I remember he said something about the sword before we... He was worried that the sword may have been turned to evil, that it may have to be reconsecrated on the altar of its creator, the divine Arche. That's all I remember. I hope it may help you.
Yeah, we can manage. You did well, Anthem.
Thank you, Sir Knight. I would ask a boon if I could, although I know I do not deserve it. Would you make me a Knight of the Nine? I want to dedicate myself to ridding the world of evil. I owe it to Sir Roderick.
And of course, rise, Sir Lanthan. You're definitely worthy.
Thank you. I mean, thank you, Sir Knight. I will not fail you. Give me a moment to arm myself, and I will accompany you to Underpaw Cave to destroy the foul wraith.
All right. I guess he's going to go with me. I'm fine with that.
Hi there.
Hello.
Another chapel's been attacked. Revealed this time.
All right. Let's, sounds like Burville Chapel's been attacked by Umbril, I think is the enemy's name. I need to equip this. Let's go ahead and show the shortcuts. Equip it to 1. And hide that back out. Close it out.
I've heard tell it's some new kind of Daedra that no one's ever seen.
Let's see. And let's see where we're going. Up here toward Bruma, the Underpaw Cave. We have few locations that can get us there fairly quickly.
Wonderful.
Seriously?
Absolutely.
Goodbye.
Farewell. Well met, Sir Knight.
Hello there. Adilur. Probably butchered your name, but oh well. Just as an FYI, I will be playing till about 4:45 Chicago time. That's about another 20 minutes or so. And then I'll have to be logging off. I appreciate you very much for sticking around and watching the stream. Looks like there's a bear over there. Sorry it had to be a little bit interrupted with the technician coming by and fixing our appliance, but that is a must. With a family of 5, we have to have a working washer because we make lots and lots of laundry. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go from Bruma Caverns and just kind of walk on over. Depending on how long it takes to walk there, I'm not sure how much we can get in depth of finishing this cave. Wherever we get to that I need to wrap up, then that's where we'll wrap it up at. Oh, I guess he is coming with us. He's riding his horse. That's fine. I prefer to walk. I feel like the horses are a little too clunky. I don't mind being more maneuverable just by walking on my feet. Just my personal preference. It's really because of how they're implemented. They're a little wonky. They're better than they are in the actual Oblivion. The remaster is much, much better. I think I am climbing a mountain for no reason. So I may go around it. But I must be careful or I might fall and to my death. Don't want to do that. Alright, I think I have the Knights of the Armor, Crusaders armor equipped. I think I might equip the Vest of Warding real quick, so I can just walk just a wee bit faster. Maybe a little less armor, but hey, makes me a little faster. Makes sense, because it is actually heavy armor. I think back whenever I first played this DLC, I used to enjoy playing characters with light armor, and I think I actually modified the armor in the toolkit to where it was actually light armor instead. It's very handy for using a light armor build. I think in Skyrim, if you use the mod Legacy of the Dragonborn, you can actually change that variant when you actually get the Crusader's armor. And I highly recommend, if you do like and enjoy Skyrim, playing Legacy of the Dragonborn. I will never play Skyrim without it. It definitely reinvents the game and turns it into a artifact collecting game where you build your museum out and search collectibles and unique items, which make it so much fun. It makes it actually kind of purposeful with actually finding those things instead of just piling them in a random chest like I'm doing on Oblivion Remaster right now. Just piling it at the castle. I'm not even displaying them. And lots of other benefits that come with it in Legacy of the Dragonborn, where you can actually make money and people actually come in and visit, and then you feel like you're building a faction around it, and you actually are, which is really neat. Uh-oh. Looks like a mountain lion about to come after me. I've arrived at Underpaul Cave. The location of the Lord Benro's grave is Sir Roderick died somewhere inside, battling the foul wraith that now wields the sword of the Crusader. Continue. Well, I guess you're gonna go over there and fight my battle man? I'm getting a little tired of waiting. Here it is. Underpaul Cave discovered. We are gonna do a quick save here and a regular save. I just do both because I just do. Never hurts to have a backup. Because, well, Bethesda's known for having a few bugs or two. Alright, let's kind of go on in here and start venturing toward wherever this wraith is. Just as a reminder, I'll be quitting in about 15 minutes or so. I'll be ending the stream, just as an FYI. It's a very strange way to put coffins, hanging them on the wall. I guess it's resourceful, getting them off the floor. Let's see here. What kind of a tomb is this? Go to the map. Underpaul Cave. It's weird, it's just a cave, it's not even a tomb. I'm just roleplay aspect here. Paladin Snow wouldn't, with him being a lawful good character, he wouldn't be raiding tombs. He would feel it's unethical. But this is, it looks like a tomb, but it's not really labeled as one, which is kind of strange. So, I suppose until you see... Interesting. a castle under the ground. That's kind of interesting. Looks pretty cool. I like it. Hey, there's graves. Now it's definitely a graveyard. This is really weird. Don't think this is a normal graveyard. But let's go ahead and head on inside here in the Underfall Keep. See if we can find this wraith. There's a skeleton over there. Hello there, buddy.
Hello there.
A skeleton hero with a dwarven battle axe. This is a pretty large tomb. Champion. Looks like I got something that's about to break. Then got a silver claymore there. Nice. Need to go ahead and repair real quick while I'm thinking about it. Let's go find those repair hammers. There we are. And of course it's the Lightfoot boots. They are heavy armor. They don't have as much quality as some of these higher grade equipment. I like to bring them up at least to about 90, and then I'm content enough. There we go. Got another corridor over here. I think that's where we came from. Let's go ahead and pull up that map. Nope, maybe not. We got 3 different corridors to go down. Guess we can pick and choose. Hello there. They're all doorways too. Interesting. Ah, this is the one I came through. I was about to say, I was like, better double check and make sure. Ah, here's this other corridor. Other hallway. Let's see what's down here. Oh, there's some kind of spirits. Ah, lich. Interesting. Ah, you silenced me. And if you know how liches work, that lich is obviously not dead. The only way you can destroy them is by finding their vessel. But
You smell of death.
I'm pretty
Been
sure...
conjuring up dead things.
No, definitely not me. Someone else has. Liches are bound to their phylacteries, whatever they bind themselves to. So in order to destroy them, you'd have to find their vessel that they bound themselves to. And if they're smart, they'd bind it to something that'd be never found. So it's kind of a funny thing. You can't really actually destroy them realistically according to like D&D or Pathfinder lore in Oblivion, comparing it. Because they would come back eventually, just depending on how they get back is my question. It really depends on the DM on that. Got multiple hallways to go down here. Looks like these connect. Oh, there's a skeleton. Hello there, buddy. Let's go ahead and... Whack. I don't have a soul gem large enough for you. Bummer. I'm trying to make sure I have enough of those soul gems so I can keep filling my enchantments. Hello there. Dread zombie. You're not a normal zombie. Apparently you're dreadful. That looks like a dead end to me. Lots of dead things here, apparently. Alright, I guess we'll go this way. Got about another 10 minutes till I'm going to have to end my stream, just FYI.
What's the matter? Getting tired? Am I supposed to be impressed?
A skeleton summons a skeleton. That's kind of funny. Well, there's a hole in the ground. And there's a chest over there. This is where levitation would be really handy. Because parkour in Oblivion is terrible. It's a little bit better in the remaster. It's just a potion of sorcery. Wow. Okay. Alright, let's go down here and see what's going on. That looks a little ominous, like either that's a hay bale or something to fall in, or am I going to fall through it too? Oh, of course. I did not see that when I stomped down here. It makes it to where you can't see that. That's kind of funny. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Goonies. There's a pit with spikes, and they end up going down it, but they don't fall on it, thankfully. But I fell on them. I'll walk around them. Oh, I still hit them. The hitboxes on those things are a little bit bigger than I think. Here's something. Hello there. Whoa. Oh, there's a zombie. Oh. I thought you were my battle name for a second. It's kind of funny. We just kind of stared at each other there for a second. I was like, wait, what? You're not my companion. And you're obviously a vampire. Oh boy. I guess I better check and see if I've contracted the vampire disease. Dwarven dagger and just a mithril shield. Alright, let's go ahead and check my character sheet. Actually, no, it's not on the character sheet. It's going to be under the magic effects and active effects. Nope. Actually, Curse of the Consumed. Yeah, I have something. I'm going to go ahead and use a potion on that real quick. Because I have plenty of them and I can get plenty more. Just go ahead and drink that. Go back to my magic, active effects, and it's still there. Curse of the Consumed. Interesting. It must be, I don't see it as an active effect. I'll figure that out later. I don't think it's that vampire disease. I forgot what it's called in this moment. Yeah. Paddle and Stone's not very good at lockpicking, so he's going to move on here. I'll continue on. Ah, there's my henchman. There's the Battlehorn Man-at-Arms. You definitely look very much different than that vampire. Do not know why I mistaked the vampire for you. Hello there. Oh, my alteration has increased. Journeyman level. And it's probably my boots are about to break again. Should probably equip the Crusader boots just for the fact of durability. Oh yeah, and I should also actually equip the armor too. Gonna move a lot slower since I've equipped some heavy armor. Not super efficient in it, but that's okay. Looks like a graveyard. This is a paladin's paradise of mowing down the dead. Probably should actually be using the mace. Yes, I almost forgot all about that. Huh. I guess there's not a way down. I'm supposed to drop down, I suppose? That's kind of strange. Let's look at the map real quick. Well, my icon goes to there, but I don't see any way of getting down. That's where I came from. Yep, I suppose I'll just drop down. Go ahead and do a save real quick. Want a soft landing if I can help it. There we go. I don't know if he'll follow me or not. He may or may not. Not a big deal. Definitely not. All right, I got about 5 more minutes until I'm gonna have to shut down the stream here in a few minutes. Thank you very much for joining and watching. I'm just gonna venture just a few more minutes. Looks like we've already been here though. Let's look at the map. Yes, we have. That's weird. Ah, I know what I did. That chamber came back into a chamber I was in before. It was just above it. That circled us around, so we'll go to this chamber over here. Look and see where this one goes. Ah, looks like there's some undead. Nice. Hello there. You're a dead zombie. And a mud crab? All right, that's interesting. Oh wow, that mace is actually pretty nice. That was a summon.
I fought mud crabs more fierce than you.
Mud crabs more fierce. That's funny. You gonna be able to get over those rocks, buddy? Probably not. All right, let's go in this next chamber. Got a couple more minutes here before I'm gonna end, just FYI. Definitely lots of dead things here. Weakness to fire tome. Sure, might as well pick that up. Random junk back there that looks like gold and it's really not.
Take that!
Whack. Oh, I believe this is our friend Sir Roderick. He's got some decent equipment. But out of respect for the dead, I am going to leave it because that's what Paladin Snow would do. And unfortunately, this game doesn't allow me to pick him up to bury him. Otherwise, that's what Paladin Snow would do. So he's just gonna loot the tomb. Tomb of Lord Bildril? Interesting. I think this is this what I'm supposed to look in? No, it just looks like it's a past member of the Knights of the Nine, because there's equipment at least. Let's open this door. We're getting really close. It looks like he's right there. Actually, he might be right there. All right, let's see if we can take this guy out. Hello there, Lich. Have a little bit of that hammer. Ooh. Ah, I will take the Sword of the Crusader, because I need to cleanse this. Continue. I will take that. Covered the Sword of the Crusader. It's been desecrated, so I need to reconsecrate it. I will have to do that in the chapel at Shaden Hall. Ectoplasm, sure, I'll take that off your hands. Looks like there's a random slaughterfish out of water over there. It's not the first time I've seen that. Oh my. Another one. A 2 for 1. What do you know? That's kind of humorous. Hello there. Hello there. Whack. That's pretty funny. Wow, this is a really large chamber with water. Oh, he finally made it back in. That's funny. You're a dead slaughterfish now. All right. So now we've gotten the sword, and let's look at the map real quick. I don't see a way of exiting quickly. Maybe over here. Yeah, it looks like over here. But anyway, I am out of time. This is a good place as any to go ahead and wrap it up here. We'll resume, and I believe if I am able, I'm not sure or not, I may have to pivot my typical Friday schedule. Typically, I stream every Friday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Chicago time. I may or may not be able to do that this Friday, and if I am not able to, I'll do it some other day in this week. I may or may not post about it. If I end up changing my streaming, I'll just stream, but we'll see. I have some family, I think, coming in sometime in the next couple of weeks, and I'll have to kind of reflect my schedule around that. But anyway, if you enjoy watching gameplay for any kind of the Elder Scrolls games, mainly most of this kind of stuff I'll play is either Oblivion or Skyrim, and I am a game developer. I'm working on my game called Afterborn. You'll follow me, you'll be able to see content on this and gameplay and insights on my further developments for my game. Thank you for watching, and as always, be positive, be creative. Goodbye.